All right, welcome back to the Whole View. We are here with Will and Adam. We are looking back at the West Brom game, and we're also looking ahead to the big test for the Tigers at a very cagey Deep Dale. How are you both, first of all? Will, did you enjoy your West Brom game?
It was it was an exciting game. I think end to end. I just kind of thought it would have been at least two or three up in the first half, realistically. But again, it's them chances we don't take it all the time.
Yeah. And Adam, welcome to Terrace Talk, your debut here as a whole fan. And we dragged you here because of you're very obviously outspoken on Twitter and have some useful insights on the Tigers. What did you make of the performance against West Brom?
I don't know. I thought it was a bit of a tactical chess match, really, between two obviously very up and coming managers. Um, it was very boring, I imagine, as a neutral, but I was trying to enjoy it as a whole fan, and a few bits of excitement. Hit the post a couple of times. They hit the bar. It was all right. It was a decent game and a decent result as well. More importantly.
Yeah, I mean, against a playoff rival, it's one of those. Is it one of those, Will, that it's a kind of, well, if you can't win, then you don't lose it.
Well, you can't. I think we've got to win. Well, if we don't win it, then it's fine. It's as long as we don't lose the games against the people around us, we're fine. Because there is now becoming that mini league for like fifth to I think eighth. I think it is. Literally, anyone you lose a game, somebody like two or three could overtake you, and vice versa, depending on results.
Mm. Um, Adam, the manager's view of the goal you conceded was that it was a bit of naivety in youthfulness in the team, and that sort of 2 minutes before half time that he felt the ball should have been kicked out of touch, and then of course the corner is conceded, and then the rest is history. Would you go along with his view there that actually because his team is so young, at times there is a little bit of naivety in there?
I mean, yeah, I'd definitely tend to agree with that. It's sort of, if you look at it back, it's Philogene marking Furlong, and he's obviously not much of a defensive like character, is he, Philogene? So it's been brushed aside, and yeah, I would tend to go along with that. Really naive.
Um, Will, we've talked before on this channel about Hull always going under the radar, and no one's kind of taking much notice to Hull. Are you slightly concerned that? I mean, I've seen Hull in the back pages of my paper. I've seen Hull getting on, even making
Yeah,
it
I know
onto the
what you mean.
BBC Sports pages. Hull's results.
Yeah,
I'm seeing Hull a lot more
it's
these
we're
days.
creeping in again, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Are you? Does that concern you a little bit? Do you
Well,
prefer to go a little bit more invisible?
yeah, it would be nice if it was. Well, the way we're playing is we're going to get noticed. Like obviously, Philigine's nice little Rabono from a couple of games
All
ago.
right, you can stop mentioning that now.
Yeah, sorry about that, but it was a good goal. But we got that one, so that's got a lot of us, everyone looking at him. And then I think today I read Tottenham are trying to come in for him for next season. That'll be interesting. But it's nice to have people looking in on us, but it's not too bad. Everyone's defending us the same way now. We're not really changing how we're attacking now, which is a little bit. I don't know. Again, could be naivety with the manager, but again, we all trust in Rosinha, and he's 3 wins on the bounce. You can't complain about that. A draw against a playoff rival, you can't complain about that either. So I think all in all, we're doing a decent job.
Yeah, and your strikers are starting to have their own goal of the month competition, aren't they? With the Carvalho's effort
Right.
at the weekend. Adam, can I ask you about Allsop though? Again, whole Twitter and the terrace talkers seems to be continually divided on Allsop. And what's your view? Do you think criticism of his passing to defenders and putting them into pressure is harsh?
Yeah, I'd say that's very harsh, to be honest. As a keeper, if you look at him holistically, I think he's much better with his feet than he is in his actual shot stopping department. He's like often sort of a bit like Poppadom hands. The ball just goes straight through them sometimes when he's reaching through one like down low. But I think with his feet generally, he's very good. I mean, you saw at Southampton the way he pinged the ball into Giles to create the chance for the like early doors for the first goal. I think he's brilliant with his feet.
Mm-hmm.
But you had Wayne Rooney talking about him on the overlap earlier this week. Oh no, stick to football. Sorry, saying they brought him in. He was great. So I like to see that. But yeah, I think good with his feet. To be honest, just the shot
Okay.
stopping the problem.
All
I
right.
think my only problem with Allsop with his feet is he's not delivering it forward enough quickly. That's the only problem. Every now and again, I think obviously I sit in the south stand and I see him sometimes. So when he kicks it, I'm like thinking there's two or three players running into a space, and I get it. Rafinha's thinking it all the time, And he said, "This is how we play, playing from the back. That's fine. So just tell the runners not to run until they're out to the wing backs, and then fire forward, and then we probably will get a couple more chances."
Yeah, in fairness, that is a good point. There was some great out to win runs from Philogene and Rory in the game, and everyone in the crowd can see it, and everyone's saying, "Pass the ball, kick it," and just no, he never does it ever. He's always looking for a simple one, but he's really good at short range.
I've got a family in front of us. I think I'm teaching a lot of the kids a lot of swear words very quickly.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
It's very good.
Yeah. All right, then. And let's just quickly go through your home fixtures then that you've got left, and let's talk me out of why you won't stay in the playoffs. After Preston, obviously, it's back to the kick on against Birmingham City, then the visit of Leicester, then Stoke, Middlesbrough, QPR, and then the end of the season. So, other than Leicester, is there any reason why you can't win every home game between now and the end of the season, Adam?
I mean, we tend to kind of stutter at home a little bit. We've done it with Swansea. Our pitch, I don't know if you've heard about, is not the best of condition. It was better at the weekend, to be fair, but
it was massively.
On paper, there's no reason we shouldn't be winning every single one of those games.
Okay. All right, then. This weekend, then, you travel to Deepdale. Obviously, they are a team in form as well, so this is going to be one of the biggest tests that you've got certainly left away from home. Will, what do you predict for this one?
I'm going to stick with my traditional 2-1. It paid off me the other 3 times, and it didn't pay off this time, so it should be back to normal.
Adam?
I'm funnily enough going to say 2-1 as well. 3 away, 2-1 wins on the bounce. I don't think you can go against it. Hopefully, Preston will hit their traditional cliff as they did earlier in the season against us. It looks like there's no stopping them at the moment.
Yeah. No, we could do with them 2 stopping a bit, to be fair.
All right. Thank you both for joining us. If you're a Hull fan and haven't yet subscribed, please do so, because it's going to be a bumpy journey for the next 10 weeks or so. And we'll get Will and guests throughout the next 10 weeks to discuss and go through all of us. Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you, Will. And enjoy the game at Deepdale. Nice one.
Thanks so much. Cheers.